What's up, YouTubians? Gary, the VW Jawbreaker. Welcome back to an exciting video. I say it's an exciting video. You may not think so. Whichever, right? Tomato, tomato. Potato, potato. Whichever others there are. I'm really not sure. Anyway, today we're back to work on the 1960 Volksrod Baja Franken Beetle build. And for once, we are not doing any metal work. That's why I'm so excited for this video. So what are we doing in this video? Well, it won't be today for me, but it'll be this video for you. I have something that I've been looking forward to for a long time, and that is primer. We're using a rust preventable sandable primer by Magic. It is the truck and implement tractor paint. Same thing we used on the chassis. Yes, I know I should probably use epoxy primer, blah, 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 blah. This is an oil-based primer. It's rust preventable. It'll be fine. For what we're doing, it'll be perfectly fine. Trust me. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not a painter. But I've done enough research, talked to enough people to know we'll be all right. So what exactly do we have to do? Well, I need to go over the entire body real quick. We'll go ahead and pull the doors. Remember, we did the little quick release pins. So we'll pull the doors, get everything pretty much prepped, right? I'm gonna go over everything with the wire wheel, prep everything real well, make sure everything's the way we need it, the way we want it. And then, oh, I lied. I need to cut these heater tube pieces off and make a little patch for that. Okay, so there will be a little bit of welding. Whatever, it's a little flat plate. It'll take 2 minutes. And then it'll be a matter of wiping everything down, and it'll be a matter of masking a few things and getting this thing ready for its first coat of primer. Then from there, we can go ahead and start doing the body fill work, which will be just little things here and there, like, you know, we've got where we welded off all the fender bolt areas and, you know, a couple little other areas. I just kind of want to smooth some things out in a few places. You know, nothing much, just a little bit of smoothing is really all it needs. We're not making this thing perfect, but I want to get the primer down first before we put any filler in. Then from there, it's game on, guys. All right, enough jibber jabber. Let's get crack-a-lacking and get to work today. What do you say? I'm gonna give you guys a great example on why you should always leave the camera running. You know, kind of getting set up, kind of looking around inside a little bit, and then, oops. On the plus side, makes it easier to get under there. Yeah, oops, yeah. So we'll get under there, then we'll get the roof, and then we'll fix it back on the dolly. Whatever. All right, whoever yelled and said, "Hey, dummy, take the strap off," I greatly appreciate it. I heard you. I wasn't thinking there for a second, but easy enough. I mean, these bodies are not extremely heavy, stripped down like this. You know, no hood, no doors. Really not that heavy. So we got the roof prepped. We got the underside prepped. Now it's just the rest of the exterior, interior, and here's what I'm doing. I'm using some actual 80 grit sandpaper. Well, that's 60. Close enough. That's what most primers call for. So just kind of give it a good once over scuff, make sure everything's good to go. For areas I cannot get the sander into, I like this little nylon bristle, or I don't even know if it's nylon. Get them from Harbor Freight, man. They work really good. You get into tight places. That's what I used to get in here in the drip rail, was that, and it works really, really nice. I also got on the underside of the drip rail to make sure all those crevices are nice and clean. So, all right, a bunch of time lapse. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing scuffed and ready to go. All right, day two. Got the shoulder rested up. We've got the body sitting here ready to go. So yesterday you saw what all we did. We got it prepped. Now we're going to run some prep all wax and grease remover and a sprayer to help so you're not dumping on the rags, and a bunch of microfiber cloths from Amazon. Awesome deal. I couldn't beat that. So that's pretty much the game plan. We're going to go ahead and inside and outside the car do a complete wipe until the rags come clean. Then we'll be ready to start hitting them with primer. So let's do it. All right, the car is wiped down twice. Believe it or not, that's all it took. I actually took and went over this thing with the air compressor really good before I even started wiping down, and that was the last rag out of the entire car. That's the last little bit that came off. So there's like 7-8 rags there. You know, I mean, you definitely want to make sure you get all the dirt, contaminants, oils from your fingers, grease, WD-40s, whatever, off of the car so the primer and paints will stick. So this actually worked really well. Definitely impressed. Went through probably about a half a gallon, and that pump up sprayer made it really easy. You could spray it directly to the rag, directly to metal, depending on your level of trying to get everything clean. All right, take one good last look. It's gonna be the last time you see it that color. Not color. It's gonna be the last time you see it looking like this. How's that? And now, it's time to mix some primer. I had a hard time getting this stuff to mix. It's been sitting around for a long period of time. It's just extremely clumpy. Of course, I was spilling, so I did something I should not have done, and I transferred it to a plastic measuring cup. Yeah, can you know any idea where this is going? Let's just say, oops. All right, and I checked with the local store. They don't have any more, so I'm gonna run down to the store. We're gonna go ahead and grab something else, see what we can find. We use the Rustolium on the chassis, and that stuff holds up amazing. So we may just go ahead and grab Rustolium and go from there. At least we can go ahead and get a base coat primer on this today, and we can go from there. So, gotta change clothes, and we'll get back to work. And we're back. So ended up changing clothes, going down to Home Depot, because Tractor Supply didn't have any more of that sandable primer. So I figured next best thing, Rustolium. Use it on the chassis. I've used it on a lot of other things. Thin it down a little bit. It sprays really nice, flows good. And for somebody not being a painter, I can say that. So this is what we grabbed. It's just a clean metal primer. It will handle a little bit of light rust. The red stuff actually handles like heavy rust. We don't have heavy rust on this. A little bit of surface here and there, but most of that got sanded off. It's pretty clean. It's just some of it's stained. That looks rusty. It's not. So we'll go ahead and get this mixed up, toss it in a sprayer. We're gonna spray the inside first, work the roof, and work the rest of it. So let's get on it. Cross fingers that this goes better this time. Lesson learned. Man, she beat that thing on there good. Did have Home Depot actually mix this, but we're still gonna give it a mix just to make sure. Okay. Oh yeah, we're good. All right, so we're gonna actually mix this one 8-to-1, the same as we did the last one. So we're gonna go ahead and bring it up to the 4, and bring it up to the other 4. See if I can do this without spilling. We'll have plenty. There we go. The lid back on that. I took some acetone and actually put it in another smaller mixing cup to make it a little easier. So we're a little over 4. Add that till we go just a smidge over 4. Pour that back in the container. We'll mix that up real good. Gun's cleaned out, everything's good there. So we'll go ahead and throw that in. All right, stick our lid on, open our air vent. Now I verified my compressor was drained of all moisture. My accumulator is drained of all moisture, so we should be good there. I say we start with that. What do you think? Well, like I said, that would be the last time you saw it the way it was. Now, it's all primer white. I'm liking it. It's, I mean, yeah, I got a couple runs here and there, but we did the underside, the package tray, we did the back, the inside the vents, the roof. We got everything squared away. Everything. Interior, dash, ceiling. I got a couple little fan stripes up there. Oops, my shoulder was hurting. But overall, guys, that's it. That is it. So, what is next for the Sickxty? Well, we got a bunch of body work to do. We kind of want to get a little bit of that straightened out, a little bit of this stuff straightened out. We're not getting it perfect, but I want to get it at least halfway decent, right? So from there, we'll be able to move forward, and I can't tell you the rest of it. It's just, I got to keep little secrets, right? But man, what a transformation. What a transformation between this and what it originally was. No, the car's not staying white. It's just, I'm using this oil-based primer as like a sealer, if you will. So from there, we can work on little bits of Bondo or whatever, a little filler, and be able to get things the way I'm looking for. And then from there, we'll be good to go for the top coat. Guys, thanks so much for the encouragement. Thanks for sticking around. Appreciate you being here. Make sure you check out vwjawbreaker.com for all the social links, discount codes, different friends, PayPal. If you want to make a donation, I would appreciate it, because that's what helps keep this thing going. So, until the next time, guys, be kind to one another and be good.